The night was dark and moonless, and I found myself on a desolate stretch of highway, surrounded by an impenetrable forest. I had been driving for hours, determined to reach my destination before dawn. The road ahead seemed to stretch on forever, its asphalt surface glistening with the cold, eerie glow of my headlights. The only sounds were the rhythmic hum of the engine and the occasional rustle of leaves in the trees that lined the road. It was the kind of silence that made your skin prickle with unease, and I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. The isolation was suffocating, and I clutched the steering wheel tighter. I had passed only one other car in the last hour, and it had disappeared into the darkness behind me. My phone signal had long since vanished, leaving me with no GPS, no music, and no contact with the outside world. I was completely alone. As I continued to drive, I noticed something peculiar up ahead. A figure stood by the side of the road, partially obscured by shadows. It was a woman, her long hair billowing in the wind. She seemed to be hitchhiking. I slowed down, my instincts urging me to help. But as I drew closer, a shiver ran down my spine. Her clothes were tattered and covered in dirt, and her face was obscured by the tangled mess of her hair. Something about her sent a chill down my spine, and I hesitated. Just as I was about to pass her by, she turned to face me. Her eyes, wide and unblinking, glowed with an unnatural, otherworldly light. They were a piercing shade of blue that seemed to pierce my soul. Panic surged through me, and I hit the gas pedal, speeding away from the woman as fast as I could. As I looked back in my rearview mirror, I saw her standing in the middle of the road, her head turned towards me, and her mouth stretched into a grotesque smile. I could see her teeth, sharp and gleaming like daggers in the darkness. My heart pounded in my chest as I tried to shake off the fear that gripped me. I knew I had to keep driving, to put as much distance between me and that nightmarish apparition as possible. But no matter how fast I went, I couldn't escape the feeling of being watched. The shadows seemed to close in around me, and the forest on either side of the road seemed to come alive with sinister secrets. Every rustle of leaves, every creaking branch, felt like a threat. I drove for what felt like an eternity, the darkness and fear pressing in on me from all sides. I couldn't shake the feeling that I had stumbled into something far beyond my comprehension, something ancient and malevolent. As the first rays of dawn began to break through the horizon, I finally saw the lights of a small town in the distance. Relief flooded over me, and I knew I had to find safety, to escape the horrors of that night. But no matter how far I drove, no matter how fast I went, I couldn't escape the memory of those glowing, unearthly eyes and that twisted, haunting smile. The night had gone horribly wrong, and I feared that I had encountered something that should have remained hidden in the darkness forever.